youngster, I learned the value of never quitting. Just don't quit, they said, no matter how tough a situation. That served me well for much of my life, except maybe in a few circumstances like exes, smoking, and heroin. Anyway, Marvel seems to have adopted this never say die approach, as Nerdrotic has so eloquently put it, to the new Captain African American film, Brave New World Order or something like that. A third new test screening featuring the SHoC, or Superhero of Color, has proven once again that America's not ready for a shit film about a mid-comic book character replacing a beloved hero, after the past dumpster fires that Marvel has foisted on an unassuming fan base. So guess what? Here comes the cleanup crew to polish up that turd one more time, with yet another set of reshoots, making this the fourth with only 4 months until release. I mean, at some point, we gotta wonder if this film is just an elaborate money laundering scheme. I've liked Anthony Mackie ever since I saw him on Pain and Gain, along with The Rock and Mark Wahlberg. The guy's got legit talent and an on-screen presence, albeit a small but solid one. He just doesn't have it in him to be the star of a film. Don't believe me? Watch him in his debut as a leading man in Altered Carbon. He pretty much wrecked that IP. Now let's say I'm wrong, and he Heath Ledgers it big time. As I hope he actually does. I mean, I'd like to see this guy do well. He's a great actor. We still have a character coming out of the unpopular Falcon and the Winter Soldier, with no superpowers and a studio on decline faster than MSNBC after the 2024 election. Then there's the hugely unpopular Red Hulk. Sure, it's a little fan service, and I'm alright with that. But if he's a protagonist, it seems like an awkward choice for the protagonist to battle against. We haven't seen this much of a mismatch since Superman 3. When they picked Richard Pryor as Superman's villain, that's like a human being against an ant. It just doesn't fit, especially in a film that's supposed to be more grounded than the previous ones. One of my main gripes about this is the origins of the new Captain America. So you're gonna tell me that Steve Rogers chose a sidekick he worked with in a few films over his super-powered, lifelong friend Bucky Barnes? The dude's got a freaking vibranium arm and super soldier serum coursing through his veins. He stood toe-to-toe with Captain America himself and fought alongside him when he was in the Howling Commandos. Not to mention that Captain America Winter Soldier and Captain America Civil War are arguably in the top 5 Marvel movies. All of that and 3 miserably received test screenings and a bloated budget approaching $500 million? This makes for a release that should at the very least have Marvel execs clamoring for a Disney Plus debut, not a new tentpole film to pin all the hopes and aspirations and make the studio relevant again. Well, those are my thoughts and feelings. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And as always, keep watching movies.